We're going to now check in with the top management of 5paise.com. We are being joined by Prakarsh Gagdani, the CEO. Getting the management first on ET now. The second quarter profitability has taken a hit. At the same time, there's been attraction from tier 2 and tier 3 cities. They're tackling stiff competition. So let's discuss this and more with Prakarsh. Prakash, on one end, for a while now, starting from Bengaluru, then moving to other southern cities, then Mumbai, Delhi National Capital Region, we've all been talking about this boom in the property market led by residential, the need for higher sales, digitization, how portals are picking up also, millennials are liking to look at real estate. Then can you help us understand and put it in context? Why have we seen 5paise.com's profitability take a hit, especially when your sales have been going up?
So, see, we raised funds around May this year. And the reason why we raised funds was to invest into business and grow our business, both in terms of revenue and also in terms of acquisition. As you rightly said, it's a boom in the stock market and real estate as well. And there are millions of customers who want to approach capital market. Also, there is competition. I think we feel that it's the right time for us to invest into business, build a brand, to acquire more customers, get more market share, and get more revenues. If you see this quarter, I won't see that the profitability has taken a hit, but I see that we have done an investment in building a brand. If you see our acquisition has gone up by 23% sequentially. Our revenues have gone up by 13% QOQ and almost 30% Y1Y. So, and this quarter we have invested in building a brand, and we will keep investing at least for next 2 to 3 quarters. So I think this small blip in the in the profitability is more towards investment to build a brand which will help us to acquire more customers, get more market share, and help us to be a formidable player in the industry.
Also happens is when we see a boom in the property markets, and you see people divest part of their portfolio for real estate. This is the most auspicious time to buy a house, this festive season. If you have a property market which is already booming, how is 5paise.com going to capitalize on it and also make sure that the higher sales also lead to a higher bottom line?
I think let's look at stocks, because 5paisa Capital is not into real estate, but we are into stocks. So the boom in a capital market is purely driven by obviously the fundamental changes in the stock market, and also the kind of millions of people coming to the stock market and a high participation of retail. I think it is important that we cash on this through our products and our offering, and that is what we are doing by investing into product, by investing into strengthening our services and targeting the new millennials.
Okay. Hi, Prakash. Alex joining in. You've been garnering a lot of traction from tier 2 and smaller towns, and I think this is something that we've witnessed since the start of the pandemic, the broadening of the base of people that have entered the stock market. What is the kind of data points that you've looked at over the past few months, though? Is that trajectory holding? Are you still seeing that steep rise?
Oh, with every quarter. I mean, when the pandemic started, people said that it is a temporary phenomena. People are working from home. That's the reason they have a lot of time and liquidity, and hence they are investing. But everything has proved wrong. It is a sustained participation from retail across the country, and we are a large population. And this is the first time in the last 1.5 years that a large section of population is coming to capital market. So if you see every quarter, there's been a phenomenal growth in the demat accounts quarter on quarter. Every quarter is a higher benchmark than the previous quarter, and I don't see that stopping for at least next 3 or 4 quarters, because we've barely scratched surface. We just 40 million, 50 million demat accounts in a country of 1.3 billion people. So we've scratched surface, but we've never seen this kind of inflow, and hence we feel that it is temporary. It might not last long, but I think it's a structural change that is happening in the in the country, in the economy, where the younger guys wants to now invest into capital market through the direct equity route. And I think that is what is here to stay.
Well, certainly 70 million, if I'm not mistaken, according to a study that I recently read, people expected to enter working age in the next 20 years. That's a significant number. And that bodes well for you as well. And I'm not denying the fact, I'm not denying that there is demand and there is a lot of interest to enter the stock market. Where do you stand though? Because there are a lot of players, Prakash, that are joining the space. Competition is rife. How do you stand out?
Absolutely right. Competition has always been stiff in broking industry. Now you have a good 4 or 5 strong discount broking, companies trying to take away market share. But what differentiates is the experience that a customer has on your platform. The products that you offer, the ease of opening a demat account, the ease of trading, and and more importantly, I feel that we are a large market, and there is enough bandwidth for at least 4 or 5 people to grow exponentially over next 24 to 36 months, because purely because, as you rightly said, that there are millions of people who are coming to the job market, and today investing and equities is cool, is the preferred choice of young millennials. So there is a large population out there who wants to come to capital market, and there is a sizable market which is available for 4 or 5 players. We are the sixth largest broker in the country, and we will be inching towards the top 2, top 3 very soon. And hence the kind of investment that we are building and we are putting in to build our brand.
So, Prakash, coming back to the point I was making with you about millennials. Now, what we've also seen in recent times, particularly the Zomato IPO, was how millennials entered the markets, right? Whether it was for Zomato or whatever reason. This Diwali season, you may have a Paytm, a Policy Bazaar, a Nykaa that are going to come out with their IPOs. What is 5paise.com's plans to make sure that the millennials come on this platform, if there are any?
Oh, definitely. IPO has been the one of the most preferred and the best route for retail investors to actually open a demat account. We provide a lot of options for customers to apply for IPO at least 48 hours before the IPO can start. Even the demat account for people applying for IPO, and if they want to open a demat account, it takes not more than 5 minutes to do that. And so these are the things which and the ease of applying for an IPO. I think these are few things that we attract retail investors. We also provide a research and an in-depth analysis of the companies which are coming up with IPO, with both on our website and on our YouTube channel. We've been interviewing the promoters of these companies and providing the first-hand information to our customers. So ease of opening a demat account, ease of applying for an IPO, giving knowledge about the fundamentals of the company coming up with an IPO. I think these are a few things that bundled together is a good experience for a customer to come to 5paise and invest through us.
Okay, fair point you're making there. Now, something which had my ears standing up recently, Prakash, and I'd love to get your views on this. CoinSwitch Kuber, which recently became India's second crypto unicorn, in its press release, and it's backed by Tiger Global, it got the first check from Z616 as well, said they have 15 million subscribers. That's more than you, it's more than even a Zerodha. So with crypto adoption, if it's genuine and we're seeing it on these crypto exchanges, will a 5paise, will the other retail brokerage firms have no choice but to come out with crypto products? And are you already engaging with the market regulator on this?
So definitely, crypto has got it's euphoric in the country now with millennials trading in crypto. But as of now, there is not a regulatory guidelines about crypto. It's still illegal in country to actually trade in crypto. So though we as a broking house will definitely be interested, but unless the regulatory part is more clear, it will not be prudent for us to venture into crypto. But yes, we are discussing discussing with the regulators and with authorities in terms of how do you regulate this and how do you make it legal. But we are a SEBI regulated entity, and hence we have to work in the purview of the regulation. So if the regulatory framework is more clear, we'll be more than happy to venture into crypto.
Because like I told you, my head stood up, my ears stood up. I was like 15 million users on CoinSwitch Cuba. That's more than any of the stock market online brokerage firms. It's always great talking to you, Prakash. Thanks so much for joining us today live on the market. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a short commercial break,
Thank you very
but stay
much.
tuned. A lot more coming up.